Hey, and welcome to a new weekly vlog. My name is Roxy. I'm an artist that creates self-portraits about expanding and that take up so much space, even I cannot ignore them. Last week, I worked on my zine, I made a resale print, and I received all of the frames for my paintings that I'll show in a few weeks' time. It is now 2 weeks until my exhibition. The last few things I have to do is planning stuff like framing. All the frames have been painted except for one, and that's the biggest one. I'm not entirely sure of the color yet, but I'm going to check that out today. I also have to frame the works on paper that I made in the beginning of this weekly vlog series. My planning is going well. I did not wait to frame everything on the last minute, because I know framing always takes longer than I expected. But I am feeling like I'm tackling a little bit too much at the same time. Like I decided to have a flash sale, a workshop. Tomorrow night I have a workshop here as well. I don't know. It is all going okay, but yeah. We'll have to survive this week and see how it goes. Okay, it is almost 3. I'll be having lunch, very late lunch, and I just finished a grant application that I was postponing and pushing forward, and I just did it. So that's one thing off my list. The deadline was beginning of November, and I knew I wouldn't have time, so it's just nice to have that done. I think when I get back from my lunch, I want to add another layer to my frame so that that is done. Then it should be ready for the last layer tomorrow. And then I think I'm just going to call it quits for today. And suddenly a new window arrived. They've been working on the building for the past few months. There's new scaffolding, sometimes there's construction noises, lots of construction noises. We got double glazing and apparently today a new window. Sometimes it's a surprise for me as well, but I am very happy for this because of the double glazing. It means it's a lot warmer in winter. So hello to the new window. It is already quite late. I have a workshop tonight, part of the course, so that's already the 3rd week. And I decided to take the morning off. I also got a new email regarding giving a workshop for a business. And this is, if you've been following the other videos, this is the 4th email that I've received. The other 3, one of them ghosted. The other 2 said it was too expensive, so I have a new plan. I discussed it with some artist friends. They said, like, maybe you should make a menu, one that is pretty cheap, but very cheap for you as well, and short. Then the other one that you would regularly send, and then the one that takes like up a whole day and is more expensive, and then you can do pretty much anything and just add like add-ons, like just give them a menu with some options. And I agree on the cheaper option because I feel like, I don't know, I don't think it is too expensive, but if you add up that many people, the expenses can add up. And apparently it's like in the Netherlands, there's like this tax thing that you can spend X amount of money tax-free on your employees. And I am probably just outside of that. I have to dive into that, like what the numbers exactly are, but it would make sense that I would sell individual tickets, but not that much to businesses. So I'm going to dive into that, make a menu quickly, send that out and see what response I get. But just to let you know that that is also part of running your own business as an artist. You get emails, some just don't pull through. I made a little menu of 3 options, one of 1.5 hours, the other one for 2.5 to 3 hours, and a last one I didn't send to this person, but I will for future people of 6 hours, and it's like an entire day. So I am curious to see how this works. I will let you know, because probably by the time I get to editing this video, I will know the answer. Like every time you write an email, it takes time of your day. And if there are recurring requests, it's just nice to have not an automatic reply, but something that if you do not feel like using your brain that day, you can still answer really quickly. So I hope that works for the workshops. In an hour, my next workshop will start. I think I have just enough time to apply the last layer of paint to the big frame. And tomorrow it's just time for something else. And it can be not on the floor and take up all the space of the floor. Let me show you. It's nice to paint big, but this is the situation, and this is only the one frame, and that's the big guy, and all these other ones were over there, and now I just have these smaller ones to paint, which is going to be a pain as well, but fine, they're all going to be the same color, and then we're done. Yeah. I got rejected from a big grant application. An artist subsidy would be for a year, so it really, really sucks. And my keyboard broke down, so I wanted to edit part of the next video this morning, and then I found out yesterday some keys weren't working. I tried to fix it, and today I found out that it actually is completely broken. I had to open the email, the rejection email with like the screen keyboard, which was another hurdle and anticipation test, because I could only type so slowly. But it really sucks. There's no reason in the email. You have to actually request a motivation. So I'm not curious to hear what they say. I am actually not curious, but I do feel like I should ask the reason. And I think I'm just gonna read the reason with a glass of something strong. It takes so much time to write these applications. Like, I think it took in total a few weeks, obviously not hours and hours of writing, 4 weeks. It takes a lot of thinking as well. And I was really confident in what I wrote this time. So I don't feel like I messed it up or I didn't spend enough time on it or whatever. It just sucks. I wrote another small grant application on Monday, and I'm actually glad that it was on Monday. It's now Friday, because I don't have that rejection in the back of my mind right now. Yeah, but it sucks. It just sucks. And yesterday I had a very last minute live illustration gig. I got an email at 3. I read it around 4 and the event started at 6:30. So call me crazy, but I applied, yes, I can, and I called them right away. So I went to this fancy street in Amsterdam and for the store opening. And I drew people, I drew outfits. It was an influencer event. And yeah, I just have everything ready already. Like my materials are packed, basically. They arranged the paper with like their brand name. Yeah, that was a nice last minute gig. Today, someone is picking up a original for my fashion illustration sale. And I might just do some practical work, but I'm not sure if I feel like it today. I might just postpone that to Monday. Maybe after coffee, I feel better, but rejection sucks. Normally, I kind of take rejection on my own, but this time I was like, fuck it. Let's just share it and see if there are other people in the same boat. Maybe someone else also got a rejection. And they did. This story on my Instagram got so many replies with people that have been rejected for 4 or 5 times for the same residencies and grant applications. Everything that you do not see online, even though the rejection still sucked. I think that connecting part was really nice to just share in the shit feeling that it is to be rejected. And then it was Friday. I couldn't finish framing today because I didn't have enough screws, so that's something that I'll do next week. It's 1 week left until the opening of the exhibition, so that is really the week where it all comes together. I should be able to pick up my zine and the prints on Monday, Tuesday-ish, and then it's just getting all the frames together and fixing up the exhibition space. Actually, that is the week after. Yeah, it's doing now. It's like just finishing up everything. I hope you enjoyed this video. I love reading all your comments and everyone responding to the video so nicely. We also, at the moment of filming, passed 4K subscribers. So if you have not subscribed yet, I would love you to subscribe. As always, special thank you to my patrons that support me over there. I post monthly lessons and sneak peeks into my sketchbook and everything that involves art. Sometimes podcasts, not monthly, but sometimes. There is loads of extra content on there that you can discover right now, because you get basically everything once you sign up. I will see you in the next one.